A good paper follows the instructions and has good organization. The key is to read the assignment instructions very carefully. Here's the topic prompt. Tell how you gave up a bad habit. Have you ever given up a bad habit, such as smoking, drinking, or letting your temper get the best of you? Write about this experience, assuming your audience is the other person who needs or wants to quit. In your first sentence, say just what your habit was and why you changed it. Then, discuss it, answering these questions. What made you decide to give up your habit? How did you break it? How is your life better now that you are free of the habit? Be sure to avoid writing a how-to paper. This paper is about how you quit. Proofread your work, correcting any sentence fragments. Let's take a look at the paper as a whole. Notice that it has the indentation as the first line because we're just writing one paragraph, and it fits in the 200 to 350 word limitation. Let's zoom in for a closer look. I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, but I realized it was horrible for my health, so I gave it up. Notice that first sentence follows the instructions explicitly. The next sentence provides the reader with the three main ideas. Breaking the smoking habit took three main stages: preparation, action, and maintenance. The three ideas there are very clearly identified. The next sentence is what I call a signpost sentence. It lets your reader know that you're going to discuss the first of the three main points. First, I had to prepare myself for the rough time ahead. Specifically, I set a date for quitting and got my brain thinking about quitting. For example, for a few weeks before quitting, I would say, I am smoke-free several times before falling asleep at night. And here's the second signpost sentence. Then I had to take action. Notice how the words action match up from the topic sentence and the signpost sentence. I bagged up all my smoking items like my lighters, ashtray, and 3 remaining cigarettes and threw them all away. At the same time, I thanked the cigarettes for all their help over the years, but told them I no longer needed them. I shut the lid and pulled the trash can out to the street. And here's the final signpost sentence. The last step was probably the hardest. Maintaining a smoke-free life meant I had to change. Now notice that the word maintaining goes with the word maintenance from the topic sentence. Maintaining a smoke-free life meant I had to change the behaviors that triggered my smoking. Some triggers were eating, driving, and going to the 7-Eleven. I couldn't stop eating or driving, but I did stop going to the 7-Eleven. In fact, I did not step one foot in a convenience store for almost 2 years. With the other 2 triggers, I started new habits. When I finished eating, I would chew on a toothpick. Likewise, when I got into the car, I would play with the radio dials instead of lighting up a cigarette. Overall, I could not be happier for quitting. My health is much improved, and even though the 3 stages of quitting were sometimes hard to get through, it was all worth it. The last 2 sentences there provide the conclusion. They tie into the introduction and provide a reference back to the topic sentence of the 3 main stages. While it may seem like extra work up front, taking the time to use keywords from the instructions and organize the paper with a topic sentence, 3 signpost sentences, and a concluding sentence makes for a much better paper.